Okay, so I am with Ashton. He just did a talk sharing the history of the observatory and the volcano.
Yeah.
It's fascinating. So, thank you, first off.
Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. I really, it's a passion of mine, not only to share the information about the volcano, but also the history of where the Volcano Observatory came from. Thinking about, this is one of the places, this is probably the second oldest place in the world where there's been a volcano observatory. So there's been an effort here since about 1912, and that's a really special and unique situation. And I just love to talk about it.
Yeah, no, it was fascinating. Yeah, he went into even talking about other similar eruptions, like Mount Vesuvius and other ones that were related to like Jagger, who was getting started, and it's fascinating. He was showing some of the tools and everything and equipment that they're using for early measurement, and I'm just amazed at these brilliant men that just figure things out.
Well, I mean, brilliant people. So not just only brilliant men. So so the founder of the Volcano Observatory, who kind of started the initiative doing monitoring in Hawaii, the guy I gave a talk about, Thomas Jagger, actually. His second most dedicated member of his kind of volcano group was his second wife, Isabella. And she became one of the experts in terms of interpreting the seismic data, interpreting volcanic observations. And so it was almost kind of a family affair. It was Thomas Jagger, Isabella, and their dog Teddy.
Yeah. We gotta include the dog.
Always.
He's the emotional support and the moral support.
Hard to do good science without a good dog.
Yeah. Well, I love that you just threw that in, because I felt like this industry or area, it feels like in general science it seems to be male dominated, but I love that you highlighted that, because now in 2025 there's more women, but in the sense of the origin of the observatory 100 years ago.
Yeah, no, 100%. And geology is an interesting science in terms of I think it recognized early on 20 years ago about kind of the discrepancy in terms of the genders that were going into its science. And so there's been a big push over the last decade or so. And so, we're about on par in terms of, men and women going into geology advanced degrees. We still have a lot of makeup to go in terms of equity towards, kind of other groups, especially those that have been kind of classically disenfranchised financially from going into advanced education. And so it's something that's on a lot of our minds always, especially in a place like Hawaii. So my mentor, Jim Kahuakawa, was native of Hawaiian, and it's really important to understand that it helps to interact with communities when you come from that community. And you're not just coming from, I'm born and raised in Los Angeles, haven't lived there in 20 years, been in Hawaii for a long time. But this time around 6 years, but then I also did my master's at Manoa, so I was there for 3.5 years. But it helps to identify with those communities from a longer term, more lifetime long perspective, and be able to communicate the hazard to them in kind of your own natural way. And so I think we still got room to go.
Interesting. And I also want to highlight, I love the volcano house. It's kind of become my rendezvous in the park. So he gave a lot of history about the origin of the volcano house, and even how some of those early moments where he was taking those early photographs we were taking, and his reaction to those first moments on the volcano were from that viewpoint, which is amazing, because those were some of my first moments too, seeing the current eruption.
Yeah, and that accessibility of that bluff right there by Volcano House. It's I'm just going to say it. If you walk out there for the first time and you see Kilauea and you're not amazed with its beauty, there's something wrong. It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's looking it's like looking at the Grand Canyon. It's an amazing geological feature that comes with this, amazing culturally rich story and background as well. So.
It's funny you say that, because I've been telling everyone, because the first one I caught was the first one in November 36th. And I remember when I came over, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm just going to see it once, and I'm sure it'll be really spectacular. But I saw it, but it's so incredible. It was, you can't even describe it without being in person. I was seeing videos all the time, but there's not being in person. So yeah, it's addicting. And I've caught everyone since then.
It's also just so multifaceted in terms of the senses, right? Because you can watch it on YouTube, but you don't necessarily understand like the sound it makes. Or even if you hear it sometimes from a video, you don't understand like there's also sometimes like that whiff of sulfur in the air, right? So it hits you on all senses, and it's an amazing once in a lifetime opportunity to be able to go and see something so unique, right? Only 4 of these episodes, or not 4 of these episodes, 4 of these eruption types, since 1959, and then in a place that's, you can drive right to it. All you got to worry about is traffic. Traffic and where you eat. Yeah.
And where you're going to eat. Yeah. That's so funny. Yeah. It's funny, each of the days I've been going, like, it's like, I always have snacks in my bag, but I just go all day until, The only one I did eat during it was 38, because it was 12 hours.
Yeah.
So I did stop at Volcano House for dinner for that one, but I still remember we're sitting at dinner and we're watching it, and I was like, I feel like we're sitting at dinner watching
what a horrible place to be. You're sitting there in Volcano House
watching an eruption,
a meal and a drink, and there's a volcano erupting in the background.
Oh, it's crazy. So super cool.
Awesome.
But super cool. Thank you for the talk, and we just touched on a few things you talked about. Oh, sorry, I got a camera. So nice meeting you.
You too.
I had a blast at this museum. I haven't been in this museum in a handful of years, so it's kind of a cool, to see it now. It's a little different.
Well, big question then is, what's your prediction for episode 40? When do you think it's going to happen?
Ooh, so they said it's between the 8th and the 14th.
I know, I've made that announcement this morning. I was
like,
that you? Yeah, I was like, when do I put it?
Wait, you're the person?
So we've got a weekly rotating shift of having to put out those announcements. And so I've been it since last Tuesday. So I was sitting there this morning, she's like, do I do the 8th through the 14th? Or should I push it back to the 10th through the 14th?
I love that you just said that, because that's actually really... It's so fun to meet the people, because I read it every morning. Well, there you go, folks. So he's one of the people that is updating it.
At 7 a.m. while I'm drinking my morning coffee.
Let's see what day of the week he would be.
Oh, there you go.
So let's see. The 8th. That's calendar.
I think Friday is the 10th or the 9th.
Okay, so I'll say, for the friendliness of my work schedule, it'd be really nice if it goes off on the 9th.
I'm going to say the 10th.
I think, wouldn't it be amazing? So, I've seen one start actually I've seen all of them now. I've seen one start in the morning, I've seen one start midday, and at night. I need to see one start at night when it's not raining, because I've only seen it at rain.
You're asking for a lot. You're asking for like
I'm asking for perfect.
You're asking for a Friday in the late evening with no rain.
Yeah, I mean, that would be nice. Yeah. So I'm going to pray to Madame Pele, be like, can you please, because we've been giving so much to you, all our love, can you give back to us a beautiful eruption on the evening of Friday?
My hope is that it just, whatever happens, it stays straight up in the air and it doesn't change any orientation, and everyone is safe.
And break any cameras.
Yeah. No cameras, no bones. That's what we hope for. Yeah.
Don't break cameras. That's cute. Yeah, was that, I saw it, so V3 got taken out. Were there any other cameras that have been taken out so far?
No, I mean, there was the camera that's out here that was taken out by some slag early on in the eruption. Yeah. But episode 38, besides taking out V3, it actually threw tephra almost about a mile to the south further and took out, didn't take it out completely, but it impacted our tilt station Sand Hill. And so it was actually hot enough to melt plastic still there, and then partially buried solar panels. And so there's tephra being found all the way at Helena Poly on some of these stations. So don't go in the closed area.
No, it's nuts, because even Pele's hair, I'll notice it even blown off.
Oh yeah,
way off trail. It's crazy. Yeah. And that's actually one safety thing I'll mention is you do have to pay attention to wind directions. It's probably a good idea to have a mask in your, in my bag I have an N95 max with me all the time just in case. And even glass. I actually have goggles in my bag just in case.
I have got Pele's hair in my eye, and it's not fun. Yeah.
It's kind of like glass, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's just a thin strand of glass. Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah. Did you have to...
I ran my eyeball underwater for about a half hour, and it finally kind of just came out.
Oh my gosh. But
I was foolishly not wearing my goggles when I should have.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, you're right. So we are going to wish a perfect eruption for 40. So my hope is Friday or Saturday evening, which would be beautiful, no rain. That's my.
Okay, perfect.
Tell me yours.
I'm going to
Just something
say
the 10th.
Saturday.
Yeah.
The 10th. Perfectly safe. That's all I ask.
Just safe.
Just safe.
Safe on the 10th.
Yeah. The other question is will it be a big one or will it be a small one? Because there kind of seems to be some pattern in terms of like they build up
Yeah.
and then they go back down. And so you might get a Friday or a Saturday no rain, but then it might only be 50 meters.
Only.
Yeah, only.
How disappointing. It's so funny. I was telling people, I'll say this, is like, even just doing the gentle lava flows is gorgeous.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, even if it's just little activity. And some of my favorite shots are when it's just gently flowing out. Like I have a few really nice ones, like a sunrise with that, and I think that those are actually some of my favorites. Obviously, the spectacular fountains are spectacular and amazing, but even if you just go see a glow, and it's a good. Yeah, so usually, like that window you guys predict.
Yeah.
I notice it starts doing little flows or like glowing more.
Yeah, yeah, and so it kind of seems that it goes to this pattern of, we kind of get a lot of glow and then it decreases, then it starts increasing again a couple days beforehand. We start getting those overflows for, sometimes a few days beforehand, and that's kind of the real precursor. So I think if we see overflows by Wednesday or Thursday, I think you'd probably be right on the money for Friday, Saturday one. Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
I mean,
we'll see.
either way, I'll be there. I
Yeah.
will be on the Pele show, whatever her schedule is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You try and plan it,
you know.
it's going to go a different way no matter
I mean,
what.
like my work schedule doesn't matter to her; it's fine.
Yeah,
But I can work.
Her schedule is my work schedule. So,
yeah,
okay.
that's true.
Yeah, yeah.
That's actually
Yeah.
really nice. Yeah, maybe like that's true alignment right there. Well, great. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no worries.
I'm
Nice meeting
sure I will see you again.
Hopefully I'll see you at the Volcano Awareness Month at the Vault up at the National Park on the 27th. Check it out.
It's a goal.
Be there early, get tickets.
Yes, I'll be there.